What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen, this is supposed to be my first story of the day, and this is a story out of Memphis. Shout out Memphis. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, I just like doing that. But anyway, yeah, shout out Memphis, man. I went down there during the Tyree Nichols, when the Tyree Nichols thing happened, did some coverage. And amid what you hear, man, the city was good, man. People treated me well. They showed me crazy love no matter where I went, whether they knew me or not from YouTube. And I appreciate that. I got nothing but good things to say about Memphis. But, you know, in the media and the way things are, Memphis, like other cities, gets a bad rep. This story right here is about a fight between a teacher and a high school student out there in the Memphis area high school. I forgot the name of it, but you'll see it in this video. I want you guys to take a look at this video. And if you could, in the comments section, tell me who you think was wrong, who you think should be held accountable. And what do you think the problem is with this whole situation? Because, I mean, I'm going to give my opinion. It may not agree with everybody's, but things are what they are. Take a look at this, guys, and we'll be back and talk about it.
Viral video shows a violent fight at a Mid-South high school. The parent of one of the children involved says she feels school staff might have used excessive force on her son, who lives with special needs. Let's go to Fox 13's Daniel Wilkerson. He's live outside of Tresvant High School. So Daniel, at 6, we heard from that mother, but you also spoke with the teenager in that video.
Daryl, that's exactly right. Good evening to you. Good evening to you at home. I spoke with the teen as well as his mother. They both say that there is more to the story than the version of the video that we have shows. Meanwhile, a Shelby County commissioner saying this afternoon that there may have been as many as 50 people involved in this fight.
Viral video shows a fight that broke out Tuesday inside Tresvant High School.
So as I get to the school, I see all these police cars, and I'm like, what's going on?
Lakita Craft says the student in the white t-shirt is her son, 16-year-old Taquavion Craft.
The video that's airing out now is just showing my son fighting the teacher. They're not showing the video where the teacher actually provoked the whole thing, but that video is out there.
You can see an adult there in the purple t-shirt. A police report says this all started in the school cafeteria as a fight between students. That report refers to a victim who separated the students fighting. That victim told police while transporting a student, the suspect, as the report says, ran behind the victim, so the victim grabbed the student. It says the suspect swung at the victim. The victim says he slammed the suspect to the ground to prevent any further actions. The victim also says the suspect hit him in the face. Kraft concedes her 16-year-old son is who police refer to as the suspect. Taquavion says he was also hit in the face.
And he was kindly pushing me, and I told him the force wasn't needed, and I was still walking. And then he kindly pushing me, he pushed me again, and then this one I had get angry and fought back.
Shelby County Commissioner Charlie Caswell Jr. even commented on the fight, which he says may have included as many as 50 people.
So the understanding is about 50 involved in that. So some of them in there may just have received subpoenas, right? And that means that they may have to appear. But some of it is just may have to be a mediator to address what happened that day.
Kraft says she feels school staff could have done a better job de-escalating the situation. I had this question for her.
Do you teach your children to obey adults and how to de-escalate situations?
Yes, sir, I do.
What do you tell them?
I tell them if anything going on with you and you come get me. That's what I'm here for. You don't handle things on your own. But in his situation, he had no choice because it didn't nobody try to de-escalate it. So he had no choice. But it was wrong for him to square with an adult, but it was also wrong for the adult to provoke him too.
So you heard the mother there in that last soundbite. Back out here live at Tresvant High School. We should mention that I reached out to MSCS, the school district, late this afternoon. I have yet to hear back. DG.
All right, guys, that was the footage. And it was tough for me to watch that. Not from the brutality aspect of it, but three things. First thing is this. The you could see, and I'm gonna say this, and there'd be some a-hole in my comment section. How do you know this is true? You could see the plight of raising a boy by yourself as a woman that's becoming a young man. You can see it. The mother spoke. She made sense, but she didn't. And I'll get into that in a second. But the first thing that really upsets me is the respect a young man has for an older man. And you've seen it. If nobody had gotten involved and they squared up and fought, that older man would have handled him. Hear me? He would have handled him. Young kid had his hands up wrong. He throwing a bunch of hooks and missing. The guy was standing right next to him. It shouldn't be that way. What ever happened to respect for elders? Now they said the guy that was fighting wasn't even a kid that was involved being escorted out. He wasn't gotten away. I guess he gonna save his friend. So naturally, somebody getting involved in a high tension situation, these teachers are there to create order. And what they say is law. In the cafeteria or the classroom. Would y'all agree or disagree? Young man put himself in that position if what they say is true. When the cameras came on, as always, they don't get it from the beginning. So what the mother said made no sense. And she should know this. Another thing is this. You see the old man standing there, he ain't get involved. Now, only thing the mother would say, she said, oh, he shouldn't have did that, but when you hear that but, that means F everything else. Yeah, you're right, but, meaning you dismissive. Hey, look. But the mother said, but he shouldn't have, he had no choice. Yes, he did. He could have walked away when the guy was behind him, telling him to leave. He could have just went, kept his mouth closed, and told you like you tell him to tell him. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Another thing is this that upset me a little bit. And it's not the media's fault. It's just I'm upset about the problems we have and nobody sees them. Did you see how the media played the mom out? You tell your kid to be respectful to adults because everybody see the big picture. He shouldn't have been that man's face. But the mom say, yeah, I teach him. You said, what about the resolve conflict? Yeah, I teach him. What do you teach him? See the follow-up? Men resolve conflict. They teach conflict resolution. They come from men, fathers. You put it right on the woman. What did she say? Oh, if something happened, you come get me. What boy you know that's a senior in high school gonna go get his mama to handle his problems against any male? That's the thing. When you're raising boys, you can raise them to age 18. You can rear them to age 18. But a lot of the teachings they missing come from the man that they come from. And a lot of them are not getting it out here. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of them are not getting it. And that's why you got it where it's so easy to do a crime or so easy to do something without thinking about the repercussions or thinking about if it's wrong or not and how it makes you look. No conscientious thought of self, of how you look. None out here. It's none. The mother can only do what she can do. Take two people, male and female, to raise a child with love, respect, and real effort. If one is the only one doing it, it's never going to end well. It's never going to end well. Now, granted, sometimes you get lucky, but it's sometimes we are missing the element of both male and female being put into a child. That's why you see a lot of children, a lot of boys nowadays, screaming and hollering, throwing tantrums like children, and being feminine even when they look like they're trying to be masculine. Clapping their hands when they talk, getting stiff and getting in your face. Bunch of silly stuff. Men don't do that. And men teach that out of kids at a young age. Stomping your feet, screaming all loud. This is the third thing. Well, this might be the fourth thing. This made me mad too. Now that old man, that old teacher, Ain't want no parts of it. That tall teacher, he ain't want no parts of that. But he was a fat cop there. He probably been working there 10 years. He ain't want no parts of it neither. You the police, school police, you should have jumped in that. And he was in the room. If you go back and look, he was standing in the cut. He walked his fat ass right up there and didn't say nothing. What if when either of them males was fighting, somebody hit their head on the wall from getting punched and went into a seizure like that girl did in the St. Louis fight with the two girls, and the girl got her head cracked on the ground. A punch has immense power behind it, especially when you're swinging wild. Somebody could have got hurt right there, possibly seriously, lost their life. The cop walked his fat ass up there, you know what I'm saying? And didn't even get in the way. He just walked up there and said something. I'd have fired his fucking ass. The police there. And it was a little bit of time before that camera was pushed record and it was a conflict and that cop didn't do nothing. So he needed to be relieved of duty. Y'all see that? Y'all agree or disagree on that? Another thing is this. School is a place of learning, not a daycare. It's nobody's job to raise your children. Now, he said this young man suffered from special needs, but he did know a little bit of he was in a conflict and he chose to fight. Now, he swung first on the guy. The guy stood up to him because he ain't no man. I don't know no man gonna let a kid talk trash to him. And kids nowadays got slick mouths. But I mean, I honestly see fault in almost all aspects of this. It's a failure. And the system ain't got nothing to do with it. It's just my opinion. Guys, you let me know what you think. Who you think was wrong? Do you agree or disagree with some of the stuff I said? I'm sure I left stuff out. This is my 5th video of the day. I'm spent. But, leave a comment, man. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like I said, comment already, share and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.